The other night, a Facebook friend of mine reached out to me and suggested that I set up a new social network whereby people wouldn't be censored anymore or be able to post anything that they want without having to worry about fact checking and all of that. Well, I admired the fact that he thought so high of my skills, but I don't have the genius capacity to be able to do anything of the kind, nor the capital to be able to start up a new social network. But I told him that I would look into it and ping him the results. It took me about 5 minutes to be able to find Facebook alternatives as well as Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram alternatives. And then it occurred to me that we really do approve of being censored. There are two sides of this. One thing, we have all gotten used to our ecosystems. We've all gotten used to our communities. All of our friends are on Facebook. All of our friends are on YouTube or on Twitter or on Instagram or multiple things. We liked our community, and to be able to move from each one of these social media platforms, our online communities, is tough, because it would be like us moving in real life to a new city and uplifting our entire community and taking them with us, so we wouldn't have to worry about making new friends or learning new things. We would have our support system right there. And that's problem number one with social media alternative to Facebook or any of the other four. You have to deal with creating a new community to be able to create all these things. And we like our social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. We know where things are. We know where the like button is. We know where the share button is. We know how to comment. We know how to do live stream. We know how to do all of these different things. All of our buttons are there, and we're on autopilot with this. But the community is not technically ours. We are on someone else's land, and we cannot bite the hand that feeds us with regard to our space. These social media platforms are owned by companies, they're owned by groups, and those groups can change the policies or the laws anytime that they wish. They can change how things look, they can change who gets censored, they can change what things are coming out, and we agree to those terms of service whenever we sign up for that social media experience. And because we are on this thing, we have to agree to the landlord, because we are tenants in their particular apartment building. Now, on the other hand, we have the ability to be able to break free. I have my YouTube channel. I like my YouTube channel. I know where things are, and it's got a whole lot of stuff for me to be able to promote and create my content. I mean, you're probably watching this on YouTube right now, but I have broken free of that, even though I'm still creating on YouTube. I have broken free, and I'm on a site called library.tv, and I am not censored there. My content cannot be taken down for pretty much any reason. They have community guidelines and people can flag videos, but from the standpoint of censorship and being able to speak your mind and being able to put up content that may not be family friendly, you can do that there. But are people going to go to these different places? I mean, social media has been around for almost a generation. We have a generation that has grown up on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, and they are locked in. They have created roots in these various communities. Now, these other iterations that are out there, the Facebook lookalikes, the YouTube lookalikes, the Twitter lookalikes, the Instagram lookalikes, they are out there. They are waiting to be found. And it took me all but 5 minutes to be able to find these alternatives, to be able to set up accounts on 2 of them, which goes into the effort of finding an alternative, which is the reason why I say that we're fine and we approve of censorship. The cage that we claim that we're in on our various social platforms is quite comfortable. we really don't want to leave. Because if we really wanted to leave, we would have left already. These alternative social media platforms have been around for years. Library has been around for years. All of the other ones have been around for years, and they have their communities, but they look different. The vibe isn't the same. To be able to post something, we have to go through different things. We don't have all of the bells and whistles that we do on our various media platforms, and our friends and family and our acquaintances aren't there. The businesses that we've come to love and to be able to get our news from, they're not on Facebook, or they're not on these other platforms. They are there on Facebook, readily available at our disposal, and we don't like change. We are comfortable in our cages. It is very plush and very comfortable. The door is always open for us to leave, but we are comfortable in the cage of censorship. So it really comes down to, we can leave anytime that we want. We can find these things anytime that we want. But it comes down to a very scary fact that we secretly approve of censorship and we like the cage that we're in.